This is the bank that little plaque was talking about. An exact replica of a very old pre-Civil War plantation home called the Forks of Cypress. I don't know the whole history, I just know that it burnt the hell down, and the only thing left are a series of columns out in the middle of the woods. And you can take tours and go there and see it, but I don't really know where it is, and quite frankly I don't really care all that much. But my wife and I thought you might be interested in the bank.
No, okay.
Well, it didn't pause. We're on the intersection of Seminary Street and Tom Bigby. That is a new bicycle shop. That is the old general store. That is a restaurant called Legends Steakhouse. I've been there. I don't know why it's called Legends. Just beyond it is the Shoals Theater. More on that in a minute. This is our post office. I'm not going to try to go inside because it's a federal building and they would probably shoot me for trying to take video. That is W.C. Handy, the father of the blues. Apparently, he was born here.
He was.
The father of the blues, and over there is the mother of jazz, and okay. This is Wilson Park. It's basically one square city block with a big ass fountain in the middle and little benches around the fountain to sit just close enough to make sure you get good and damp when it's windy. It's really cool because sometimes in the winter months when it's supposed to get really cold, they forget to turn the water off, and that whole fountain is one ginormous, very pretty block of ice.
Well, it doesn't get that cold that often, so they forget to turn it off, and then usually it's a surprise when it gets that cold. So it happens more often than they'd like. The wonderful thing about this park is it's not much, but every event all throughout the year comes and crams into its block, and it's lots of fun. This is also where goldfish get released from time to time.
Oh, hush, woman. Okay, so my wife and her best friend at the time, Stella, came to visit me while I was working overnight shift at Walmart. And they scampered over to the pet department, bought a bag full of goldfish, and brought them here so they could be free.
Not thinking about the fact that it's a chlorinated pool. And the goldfish all died.
I didn't like telling them that, but somebody had to. Every now and then, funny college pranksters will come up and dump a whole bottle of Dawn or Joy or something into the water so that it gets all foamy. It's entertaining when it does that, but I don't have that kind of money to throw away. All right, so church. Old house that people are working on. Thank God. I love it when they work on these old houses.
Kennedy Douglas Center.
Old ass house that somebody's working on the inside and have been for about 45 years. The little house on the end is Kennedy Douglas Center for the Arts, which supports local artists and sometimes does little museum showings and feature painters and sculptors and whatnot from the local area only. And they, I was going to say something else there, but I really don't have any idea what it is.
The Arts is Alive festival they hosted, I think, which happens in this park.
And sometimes there is really, really spectacular arts and paintings and whatnot. And sometimes what you get is weird shit on the front lawn. And I just realized what that other house was. That is the Kennedy Douglas Center for the Arts Annex. You can tell because somebody has built a walkway between the two buildings. And on the other end, another church.
I'm gladly.
And what's this? Is it another church? No, it's the library.
But the church is on the other side of it.
That's the church.